Raiders, welcome back to another live arena battle video. This video will feature 17 fights and 10 wins, as I'm trying to ramp up my gameplay to try and make it to Gold 3 soon. So first fight I get Mez, who's mid Gold 2, a little bit below me. I'll go Wukong first, and he goes Warlord and Duchess. So I will go Ancora and Narses to counter the Duchess. He will then go UDK and Rhodos, so he clearly intends to ban the Narses. And I will have to ban the Warlord. It's pretty easy to say when people start loading up on the champions that Narses counters that they're going to ban the Narses. So I'm going to go Sifi and I'm going to go Goffred. And he's going to go Helicath. That was a great final pick. Basically just ties me up. I got to ban the Warlord. I can't ban the Helicath. Maybe I could have banned the Helicath. So he ends up banning the Wukong instead of the Narses. I was convinced he was going to ban the Narses, and then he throws in the Helicath at the end. And he's still risking that I could get my skills, but I don't know. I do end up losing this battle, mainly because the Helicath pick was just such a good pick. I didn't have an answer for it when it was obvious that was his last pick, and all he had to do was ban the Wukong because I didn't have any other champions that strip buffs. I do make a show of it, trying to get them down, but I wasn't able to take the Helicath out before he put up the block buffs. It was so close. Despite that, though, I do keep things going for a while to the point where I feel like I might have a chance. He does have the HP reduction awakening, so when Sifi dies and comes back, she has very little HP, so that helps a lot. I have that on my Duchess. And I have Sheep on my Ancora. Thinking about changing the Ancora because I do have some resistance on her, so the Sheep isn't really that effective. I have gotten it to hit before, but it's also kind of a bluff. So there, it looks like I might have a shot, but I don't. As I take both of them out, and that's the closest I'm going to get to winning in this battle. So yeah, that Helicath pick at the end, I was thinking, why don't I pick Helicath? And the main thing is because I hadn't been picking Wukong. I was deferring Wukong, so you can't pick Helicath if they pick Wukong and you don't ban the Wukong. Or at least it's a big risky play. You can't pick Helicath and expect to have a lot of success if they pick Rhodos, and I don't have Rhodos. So if they have Rhodos, they can always pick him. So it's kind of those two things. Like, Rhodos can only hit through one when he goes off. He's only going to hit through one block damage. The next one he has to do his steal of the max HP hit. So I take the loss there, and I'll move on. Then I get my tracks. And he's pretty close to the end of Gold 2, almost to Gold 3. He's going to go Wukong first. I'm going to go Warlord and Sifi. Basically, of the Wukong Warlord combo, if they pick either one of those, I go the other one. So then he's going to go UDK and Rhodos. I'm going to go Narses and Ancora. See what he does here. Still waiting. So he goes ahead and, yeah, he's loading up. He's going to ban the Narses. He's going to go ahead and withstand the Warlord cooldown. I'm going to ban the not the Rhodos. I'm going to ban the Wukong. He's going to ban the Narses as he loads up against what Narses counters. So I have Stultus in there, who is +4. So everybody except the Duchess resisted. And she buffs up, I'm going to buff up. And remember, Rhodos can come back from being locked out pretty quickly. Only takes him one hit. So nice big hit from Stultus as I do the A2 first. Since I have Sifi with Stultus, I can do the A2 first. Come back to the A3, still can't kill the Rhodos. Rhodos takes a big chunk out of Warlord, but still, nobody's died on either side yet. Their buffs are wearing off. I'm going to heal up a little bit. buff up again. And put him back on cooldown. And this time I believe I got the Duchess. So the Duchess is kind of borderline on her resistance. Probably has about 600. Go again, and I'm able to take out the Rotos. So now Duchess brings it back. So I hadn't gotten the cooldowns on Duchess on that one like I thought. So still going. This one's going to be a pretty long fight, I think. Still working on that Duchess. I'm able to get the Pythion on cooldowns every single time, except I think once in this fight. So that one was probably a 3%. But Pythion's largely irrelevant in this fight, as they are able to take out the Warlord, but I'll bring him right back. Not with a lot of HP. He gets a counterattack after he puts them on cooldown, and he's killed again. So I'm going to bring him back yet again with very little HP. And that's a tiny amount of HP. I think I do hold on this one. I put them on cooldown again. That combo of Warlord and Ancora is just crazy good. Really, any cooldown champion with Ancora just brings your cooldowns back a lot quicker than you would expect. So now I'm just hoping for the cooldowns on Duchess. And I get Duchess, and that's the one I don't get the Pythion. So at that point, I turn my gaze to Pythion, and I'm thinking I got to get him taken out. I've got them so close, I just don't want to lose what I've accomplished. Take out the Pythion. UDK is still there. That UDK is such a pain. UDK is still there. UDK and Duchess are funny because UDK can be so slow and Duchess will get the revive off. UDK is so slow, he'll often just keep that veil on. So you can't get the double hit on him, you can only do the single. So I finally get UDK out of there. Alright, now hopefully I'm able to sleep the Duchess. I'm just going to try and CP the Duchess throughout if I can. Got Rotos stunned, so that's very helpful. If I can get that Rotos out of there and keep CPing the Duchess. Do I go for the stun? No, I just go for the A1 kill on Rotos. Cooldowns again, I think Duchess resisted that time, but I'm in a sleeper. And a big hit as Duchess missed her turn there. Slept again. Pythion still a non-issue. If I can get the Pythion out and sleep the Duchess again, got some pretty good luck there, and they'll leave the battle. So I was able to take that one. That one was a pretty hard fought win. And I'll get North. I'll go first and pick Wukong. They will go Duchess and Lady Mikage. I'm still picking Warlord because Lady Mikage may strip the Warlord. Actually, I'm going to go the duo, the King and Queen. They're going to go a +4 Foley and a Rhonda. And I'm going to go Warlord and Goffred. I really like going Warlord and Goffred. Actually, this may be my favorite group of 5 right now. You're going to see it a lot. And see who they finish off with. So right now, I'm planning on banning the Mikage. But they do have Necret. They're probably going to ban the Narcies. Or maybe not. They got to ban... They banned the Ancora. That was kind of a weird ban. So they didn't ban the Warlord, they didn't ban the Narcies. I counter them with Narcies. They just banned the Ancora. And I put them all on cooldown. I sheep the Duchess. Go ahead and go for the big hit. Take them all out except Necret, and that one's done. Wow, that was... Banning the Ancora was strange there. So I go back in. I'll get Mistral from Fairy Tail League. Mistral is mid-gold 2. I'm going to go with Wukong first. I've been kind of eyeballing that 6-star. I think I have the currency for it. I might be just... Probably if I sell some, I have enough. They're going to go Sifi and Yumiko. I'm going to go Warlord. But I don't know that I want the 6-star because right now I have him tuned where I want, speed-wise. So, I don't know. I'm going to go the King and Queen. And they're going to go Shuzen and Rhonda. That's a +2 Rhonda. I'm going to go Warlord and Goffred. And like I've said in a couple past videos, is I really like Goffred's damage in the Stone Skin I think he's in Stone Skin Savage, maybe Stone Skin Lethal. I can't remember. But I like that combination. They put in a bomber at the end, and this one I wish I had that back because I forgot that I actually built resistance into Ancora, and she could probably resist Gaius's bombs. But instead, I left the cooldowns and nothing going. That's a pretty strong Rhonda. If the Rhonda hadn't been so strong, I might have been okay. But what I really needed to do there was ban the Yumiko and take the chance on the bombs. They did. Let's see, Narcisse was in there, so Ancora would have, even if she took the bombs, she would have been able to cleanse. So big mistake there, and I take the loss. So then I get Ska, who is, wow, just below gold 3. He's probably been in gold 3. So he goes Taurus first. I'm going to go Ancora and Narcisse. He's probably going to ban the Narcisse. Let's see what happens here. Narcisse gets banned a lot. They leave Warlord in a lot to ban the Narcisse. They're going to go Yumiko and Duchess. I'm going to go Sifi. No, I'm going to go, yeah, the Warlord and the Wukong. I'm thinking I'm going to change Wukong's Blessing from Soul Reap because you never Soul Reap the first hit of the A2, and that's really the big hit. If you do Soul Reap it, then you don't get the splash damage. So then I'm going to go with Goffred. They're going to ban the Warlord, and I will have Narcisse against a Rhodos Taurus duo. So I'll start off with Wukong. Go for the strip. Don't get any Stone Skins. Speed up a little bit, hoping I can outrun Duchess, but I cannot. And wow, Taurus knocks out. Fortunately, the save went to Ancora. That kept me alive at least, but he knocks out my 2 damagers. Wukong's back. I'm going to bring back Narcisse and sleep the UDK. Warlord or Rhodos was able to take out the Wukong again, and then I come back and win the battle. So that one, they almost slammed me, and it was Goffred's passive that won it for me. So then I get Luminous Moose. He will pick first, and he will go Sifi. So that means I will go the Wukong Warlord route. Although sometimes I do change my mind here, and I see Sifi, and I'm thinking, well, are they going to go Taurus and Marichka? But they go Harima and Lady Mikage. I feel like sometimes I'm the only person without a mythical this deep into gold 2. And that's okay. I don't need one. I'll go Ancora and Narcisse. I'm pretty pleased. This was a 10-7 day, and I lost a couple that I felt like probably should have gone my way, but RNG lost it. So they're going to go Duchess and Rhodos, and they will definitely ban the Narcisse. I will have Goffred. But I do feel like I've stumbled on what's the right team for me. So I'll ban the Mikage, and I will have Warlord for this, but Warlord versus Rhodos is kind of a crapshoot. So I'll put him on cooldown, everybody takes it. If I can get that Rhodos out, I take half of his damage there. He counterattacks, can't do anything. Go for the stun, doesn't matter on Rhodos. He gets another turn. And I sleep the Harima, boost a little bit. Cooldowns again, didn't get the Harima on that one. Rhodos is gone, but the Revivers are on cooldown. They're going to try and Sifi my Ancora to keep her from reducing the cooldowns. I get a stun on Sifi. Just short of taking out the Sifi. Take out the Sifi that time. Now work on the Harima as long as I can keep Duchess on cooldowns. Next round I should have it. And so close on the Harima. Boost again. Cooldowns. And we're done. Nice hard fought win there. On to the next one. So yeah, felt pretty good on that one. Had to claim a chest there and back into it. I get Tau, King God, and I think I saw him in Nick Thick's video from a couple days ago. So they go Duchess. I'm going to go the King and Queen. They're going to go Harima and Mikage. I'm going to go Warlord and Wukong. See who they go with. they will go Lazarius and Rhodos. So, yeah, I'm looking at that Lazarius like, you've got to be gone. They're probably going to ban my Narcies. And I'll go UDK versus the Rhodos. Although, I kind of regretted not having Goffred. UDK is such a hindrance to Rhodos. So, knowing they were going to ban the Narcies, I wanted the UDK in there, but also the utility of Goffred is nice. So, start with the strip on Wukong. And we get a stun, stunning the Warlord and the Ancora. Ancora will still go. She somehow shrugged it off. So then I'm going to sheep the Harima. Just got to get that Rhodos out of there. A little bit of boost. Try and take out the Rhodos. Nothing going. Another little hit on Rhodos. If he takes out the Ancora, I'm probably done. But I got the Rhodos that time. Could not soul reap the Harima. You can never soul reap a Harima. It just doesn't work that way. Stun again on UDK and on Ancora. And I sheep again after the Rhodos is revived. I'm able to sheep the Duchess, but that didn't help. And the Mikage then gets sheeped. I'm pretty sure I lose this one, though. Although I do feel like I'm just on the brink of winning here. Go for... Rhodos has got a chance here. Put him on cooldown. Take out the Duchess and the Rhodos. And actually, I took this one. So, good win for me. That's right. I win that guy. So, we'll get started on the next one. And I'll get Velteo. So I'm going to go first, and again, he's mid-gold too. I'm going to go Wukong. I really don't face very many 3300s. It's almost always 3500 to 3900. So he's going to go Shuzin and Tormund. I'm going to go Warlord and Sifi, Arbiter and Mikage. Probably ban that Mikage. I'm going to go Stoneskin Errol, and I'm going to go Goffred. And now, this is the one where I felt like I probably should have gotten the win. They're going to go Foley, not too worried about it. But they get some good RNG on removing the stone skins. One of them also has Lightning Cage, but they get good RNG on removing those stone skins. And then Foley doesn't get weak hits, and it ends it. So Tormund gets the 50% there. Arbiter then strips the other two. They get all block revives. And it's just, wow, how did that happen? And Wukong got buffed, but then got frozen. So, yeah, that one was just, like, amazing RNG on his side, which generally does not happen. I think the chances of that happening, 50% of 50%, and then 25% of that. So that's about 6% chance of that happening. And it happened. So he was pretty lucky there. So I'll get the next battle, and this one is Gur Simon. I go Wukong first. He goes Taurus and Elva. I go King and Queen. He goes Emic and Nogdar. I'll be banning the Emic here. And I'll go Rhodos. And I couldn't find my Goffred because I was scrolled away and I just couldn't figure it out. So I had to search him as I was starting to hit panic mode. He's going to finish off with Hagimon. And man, how many people are not in Stone Skin at this level? Like, you can't expect Hagimon to be effective at this level. I've got a couple that aren't in Stone Skin. Actually, I've got 3 in this battle. But he doesn't get much out of it. So just an A1 on Nogdar, and I kind of think I shouldn't have done that. I think I should have done A1 maybe on the Elva rather than the Nogdar because I brought him down. It ends up not mattering. Take out everybody except Taurus and Elva. Elva should have a revive. She brings Hagimon back and Nogdar reappears. I kill him again, and now Taurus is down. Tries to take out the Ancora, but I'll finish him off with Narcisse. So that one was pretty quick and painless. So I get a level 99 here. Can't pronounce the name. They'll go Shuzen first. And they're at 3,800, so they'll be a challenge. I'll go Warlord and Wukong. They'll go the King and Queen. It's kind of a weird pick to go with Shuzen. I'm going to go Goffred and Sifi. And they will go Arbiter and Georgid. So, I ban the Ancora. And the only thing I have to do is not heal. And they banned the Goffred, so they know what they're doing at least. Kind of impressed with that ban. Nobody ever bans my Goffred. And Sifi's gone right off the bat, and everybody's done. Wukong's back, but yeah, they're able to keep taking him out. Just trying to get a Wukong in here, and I'm not able to do it. So finally get it, go for the strip, and the kill on everybody except Narcisse, but I don't have enough to beat Narcisse. And there he goes. That heal up, and then the double hit from Narcisse finished it. So that one was close. They just kind of punched me out there. Jump back in against Avum 1980. Again, mid gold 2. I will go Wukong, and they will go a +4 Mighty Uko, and then that high elf whose name I will probably never memorize, but is a huge pain. I'm looking at him like I want to ban him, but I'm wary of their third support. So then I go Warlord and Sifi, then I go Goffred and Errol. I'm going to have to ban the Yumiko, as they also have Georgid. he's got a pretty stacked team. And then he's got Garal. I'm not very confident on this one. The Georgids can break through. He did ban the Wukong, though. So the Georgid isn't going to break through initially, but this will be the first time I actually face that high elf, and I didn't realize how much he stuns, which is kind of a pain. So Mighty Yuko does his thing. I'm going to speed boost, though, so that I can put him on cooldown, but I get some resists, and then against the Mythicals, it's not a big deal anyway. I'm going to kill the Georgid, but that's about it. They're all stunned, and Errol didn't make it past 50% on the other ones, except Garal, but yeah, this one's done. So just Goffred left, and he's out of there. So I'll hop back into it. And I will pick up OBV Tom Dog. Hey, Oblivion. Tom Dog is at, 3409, so he's just into it. He goes Taurus, so I'm going to go ahead and go the King and Queen. Then he goes Marichka and Sifi, so he's got the Taurus Marichka. Now I'm expecting a Rotos too. I'm going to go with Wukong, and I'm going to have to go with Goffred. Yep, there's the Rotos. Got to ban the Yumiko. And I decide to go with Errol, because he can do some damage. They're going to ban the Narcisse, and it's going to be Errol and Wukong. So I went 3 straight damagers in that one. Mainly because Wukong versus Rotos. So Wukong's out of there, but he'll be back. Taurus doesn't do much to Ancora. Wukong's back. And he slept. Rotos will steal some HP and then get killed by Errol. I want to get that Sifi out of there, but I never actually take out the Sifi. And the Sifi finds an opportune moment. They don't want to... He doesn't want to waste the Sifi revive, but he finds a moment where he can take advantage of it and bring back Rotos and then finish me off. I mean, anytime you're facing Sifi, Rotos, Taurus, Marichka, it's a tough fight. So he brings back the Rotos, put him on cooldown, but I did not get the turn meter reduction. Had I gotten the turn meter reduction too, I think I would have won that battle. Or at least I would have had the chance to come back against Taurus, Rotos, and Sifi with Sifi's revive at least one turn away. But I take the loss there. So I'll get Saturnalis. And I'll go Wukong first. Again, mid gold 2. So they're going to go Arbiter and Pythion. So I'm going to go the King and Queen because they counter Pythion quite well. We got Ramontu and Lady Mikage. So I'm looking at banning the Ramontu. You put enough Stone Skin in and Wukong, and you got a pretty good shot of not everybody being immobilized by Mikage. She's not going to be able to strip every Stone Skin. She's not going to be able to stun Wukong every time. And they're going to go Fatalis, who I think I am 0-3 against him so far. I'm going to ban the Ramontu, even though he's probably a damage Ramontu. They're going to ban the Narcies, and I'm going to go the Wukong as the lead. So again, I went 3 damagers this time with the flex damager of Goffred, so that's kind of a crazy one. But I felt like with speed, it's fine because Errol is kind of my surprise. He'll hold on to his Stone Skin pretty well and then take everybody out. So they start off with the ally attack and don't get anybody because they go on Ancora, who has triple reaction. I'll strip it off with the Wukong and then they will cleanse so that Fatalis can get his buff. But looking pretty good so far. So now they get the Metamorph, go for the strip. I can't stun anybody, so I'm just going to buff. Strip kill the Fatalis, and then a 2 kill with Wukong on everybody else. So that worked out just as planned. Now that did pretty well. So I will hop back into it. And I will get QXE. He'll go Wukong first. Yeah, and I'm thinking I might go Sheep on Wukong. I might take Soul Reap off and put Sheep. Haven't decided if I want Sheep or something else. So I'll go with Warlord and Sifi. They will go Kymar and Arbiter. So I'm feeling good about those two. Right now, maybe ban the Wukong. I will go Goffred. I feel so good about being able to use Goffred in place of Nekrat now that Nekrat is a risky pick. So then I'm going to go with my Stone Skin Ramontu Nuker. They're going to go with Yumiko and Candrafon, and I'm going to go Stone Skin Errol Nuker and ban the Yumiko. So they're going to ban the Goffred. That's the second Goffred ban of the day. And they're going to go first. So they are able to strip the Stone Skin off of Errol. I'll put him on cooldowns, but we are not off to such a great start. Strip kill, and actually recovered very well with Ramontu. They're going to leave the battle. So that was a huge recovery. So go back in against K-Royd, and actually this guy has 8 million player power. I lose to this guy, and he has 8 million player power. He goes Warlord first, which kind of messed me up a little bit. It shouldn't, but it did. I'll go Wukong Sifi. They'll go Arbiter Mikage, which should be okay. I'm going to go Goffred and Ramontu again. See who they finish up with. I think I go the quadruple damagers again this time. They go Foley and Leorius. And then I go Errol, so I do go quadruple damagers. They're going to ban the Sifi. 3 are in Stone Skin, one revives. So I'm going to ban the Warlord. So we'll get going. And I felt pretty good going into this one, but actually I believe they obliterate me. So buff up. Metamorph, go for the strip probably? Yeah. Got the strip off Errol. And Wukong, that's the issue here. Something weird happens here. Wukong, the sheep would have got killed, so Wukong takes the block damage. And then I don't have enough to finish it off. that was just such a weird, fluky thing. Man, everybody gets stunned, but I can't do anything because I'm a sheep. And there's no way I come back from this. I kind of stubbornly sit there thinking, like, is there a way I can come back from this? And I can't. There's no way to come back from this. And so, yeah, I get unsheeped, and they're going to take me out. I'll leave the battle. So, yeah, that was a tough loss. It was really two of them where the RNG just didn't go my way, and it should have by the numbers, because as I get someone from OBV Hope, so hey OBV. So they go Wukong first, I go Warlord and Sifi. When you have Lightning Cage on Stone Skin, you have a 75% of protecting that Lightning Cage on one strip, and he got stripped. So there's Ancora and Narses that I use to counter the UDK, because he does put up that shield. It's easy to slip up on that too. And they're going to go Krutraxa and Duchess, so that makes me think they're banning the Narses. Krutraxa can easily hit through Warlord. I'm going to go Ramontu and ban the Wukong. So they are banning the Narses. So I think I was 1-1 today on quadruple damagers. I'll put them on cooldown after they buff up, and I think I got everybody. Strip with Ramontu. Krutraxa is going to go, and I'm just hoping she doesn't one-shot my Ramontu. Hoping I've got enough, and I did have enough, so that was good. Take her out. Everybody's on cooldown, so as long as I can just take out their damager, I should be good to go. Now I got to get the Arbiter before she comes back around and has her revive. One more turn until cooldowns. So she's able to buff and strip and put up block passive skills. Now I'll put them on cooldown and we are good to go. They'll leave the battle. So I was going to be done for the day, but then after the daily reset I did get one more fight in. So hopping back in there, and I pull Dota Hater. That's an odd one. And he's at 33.99, so just starting to move up into gold 2. I'll go Wukong first, he goes Taurus, and UDK, I will definitely go the King and Queen. I should say the Queen and King, because I always pick her in the order before him. I really need his first level awakening too. See who they pick? Actually, I decided not to pick her yet, and I went Warlord. UDK kind of indicates they might be going Rhodos. And if they go Rhodos, no, they go Leorius and Arbiter. Not too concerned with them. So I'll go Ancora, and I will go Goffred. And they finish off with Rat King. I will ban the Rat King because I don't want to deal with those bombs. They ban the Warlord, and we'll see how this goes. So we get started here. They go first. Leorius, just a little love tap. He didn't really do anything. He just took the shield off. And I A3 kill Leorius and Arbiter. And then he just leaves the battle. So I'll show my son Wukong build. He's at 310 speed, 7500 attack, 213 crit damage. That's a little low. I'm not worried about those. The balance there. 478 accuracy. Does his job pretty well. He strips when he needs to. He cuts in on speed teams. His damage is a little bit low, but he can still ignore almost 100% defense. So he does really well. And I have him in instinct and perception. So hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.